The question is that Amendment A to Lord's Amendment 5 be made. As many as other opinions say aye. Aye. Of the contrary, no. Tellers for the ayes, Richard Drax and Craig McKinley. Tellers for the noes, Joe Churchill and Michelle Donnellan. Up the doors! Order! Order!
The ayes to the right, 85, and the noes to the left, 392.
The numbers are holding up.
Thank you. The ayes to the right, 85. The noes to the left, 392. So the noes have it. The noes have it. Unlock. The question is that Amendment 5 be agreed. Yes, that Lord's Amendment 5. The question is that Lord's Amendment 5 be agreed to. As many as are that opinion say aye. Aye. Of the contrary, no. Division! Clear the lobby. The question is that Lord's Amendment 5 be agreed to. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary, no. No. Tellers for the ayes, Joe Churchill and Michelle Donnellan. Tellers for the noes, Richard Drax and Craig McKinley. Applause! Sergeant Kerr, please to investigate the delay in the no lobby. Thank you. Order.
The ayes to the right, 390. The noes to the left, 81.
Oh, that was close.
Order. The ayes to the right, 390. The noes to the left, 81. So the ayes have it. The ayes have it. Unlocked. Thank you. Order. We come now to motion number 5 relating to the Home Affairs Committee. Mr. Bill Wiggin.
I beg to move.
The question... very well, I'm just about to put the question. The question is as on the order paper. As many as other opinions say aye. Aye. Of the contrary, no. Objection taken. We come now to motion number 6 relating to the Justice Committee. Mr. Wiggin to move formally.
I beg to move.
Thank you. The question is as on the order paper in respect of motion 6. As many as other opinions say aye. Aye. Of the contrary, no. Objection taken. Motion number 7 relating to the Northern Ireland Affairs Committee. Mr. Wiggin to move. As on the order paper, as many as other opinions say aye. Of the contrary, no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. We come now to motion number 8 relating to the Women and Equalities Committee.
I beg to move.
Thank you. The question is as on the order paper, as many as other opinions say aye. Of the contrary, no. Objection taken. Thank you. Order. Yes, indeed. A point of order, Yvette Cooper.
Mr. Speaker, both Houses of Parliament have tonight strongly made clear their view that a no deal would be deeply damaging to jobs, manufacturing and security of our country, and also set out support for the Prime Minister in securing an agreement later this week. But these are unprecedented circumstances, and can I please put on record strong thanks to the clerks of the House who have made it possible for us to put forward this cross-party legislation in these very unusual circumstances, and we're hugely grateful to the clerks' expertise, without which it would not be possible for any backbenchers and any members to put forward, be it amendments or legislation in any form, that has proved particularly important in these extremely unusual and fast-moving circumstances.
Well, I thank the Right Honourable Lady for what she said, and notwithstanding the existence of strongly differing opinions on this legislation and on the wider issue of Brexit, I hope that all colleagues will share in the appreciation of the skill and dedication of our professional staff. Colin Lee, clerk at the table sitting in front of me, is well known to many throughout the House as a quite quite outstanding public servant, and the same is true of the whole of the team who serve us so well and so faithfully and dispassionately day after day after day, and that is respected, and I appreciate the fact that it's been put on the record by the Right Honourable Lady. And I will come to the Honourable Lady. Point of order, Mr Hilary Benn.
Much indeed, Mr Speaker. Given the unusual speed with which the legislation we've just approved has passed through both houses and the Leader of the House's business statement earlier today, are you able to advise us whether there is confidence that royal assent will indeed be granted tonight, so that the motion under the Act, I think I'm the first person to refer to it as an Act, once royal assent has been given, can be considered tomorrow?
The short answer is that I am cautiously optimistic on that front. Steps are being put in train to try to ensure that royal assent is obtained before the House rises tonight. I thank the Right Honourable Gentleman for giving me the opportunity to provide that information to the House. I will come to the Honourable Gentleman. Point of order, Dr Sarah Wollaston.
Could I just put on record that today the Prime Minister has found time to meet with the 1922 Committee, but I regret to say that we still don't have a date for her to meet with the Liaison Committee, and I know that you, sir, have also already pointed out to the House that that is part of the House's ability to hold the Prime Minister to account at really important times. And I wonder if you would join me in hoping that the front bench will pass to the Prime Minister again a formal request for her to set a date.
Well, I'm certainly very happy to join the Honourable Lady in the expression of that request. I make no comment on the other gathering in front of which the Prime Minister may have appeared. Certainly, however, as far as the House is concerned, the point the Honourable Lady, the Chair of the Liaison Committee, makes is of the highest importance. The role of the Liaison Committee in holding the Executive to account, and in particular holding the Prime Minister to account, can hardly be overstated. I think the Liaison Committee is a greatly respected body. The custom and practice whereby the Prime Minister regularly appears before it are now very well established, and it would seem to me to be highly desirable that an appearance should take place sooner rather than later. Point of order, Mr Ian Murray.
I'm very grateful and don't wish to detain the House, but it was just further to the point of order from my right honourable friend from Leeds Central. I just wondered if I could seek your guidance on the European Union Withdrawal Bill number 5 that is heading its way to royal assent this evening, and just seek your guidance on the procedures of this House, given the business statement for tomorrow, should, in the unusual circumstances, the bill not receive royal assent this evening.
I think the motion tomorrow will be unaffected as long as royal assent is given.
My feeling is that as long as royal assent is given by tomorrow morning, the motion should be unaffected. It would, however, be, how can I put it, altogether tidier if royal assent were achieved tonight. But the Honourable Gentleman is, in a sense, the opposite of Dr. Pangloss. You know, he is working on the basis of the worst-case scenario that could arise, and I think that what I would say is it's not that bad. Thank you. If there are no further points of order, we come now to the petition for which the Honourable Lady for Hull West and Hessel has been so patiently waiting. Petition, Emma Hardy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to present this petition concerning the lack of facilities for residents of the Boothry estate in the city of Kingston upon Hull. And I would like to give my thanks to our wonderful candidate, Dawn Sullivan, who has arranged the collection of all the petitions you see in front of me. I hope the government will take note of their circumstances and those of other areas around the country, arising as they do from successive cuts to local authority budgets since 2010. The petitioner of the residents of Hull West and Hessel declares that the facilities on the Boothry estate have now fallen well short of those the community has a right to expect and require immediate improvement. Notes that there is only one single pharmacy to support a population of 3,028, and further notes that the Hull City Council has lost £1 in every 3 from its budget since 2010. The petitioners therefore request that the House of Commons urges the Government to release more money to Hull City Council to improve local facilities on the Boothry estate, and the petitioners remain, etc.
Local facilities on the Boothry estate.
Petition. Mr. Martin Vickers.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm pleased to bring forward a petition from residents of my Cleethorpes constituency concerning the closure of Suggett's Lane level crossing. This is an issue which I've brought before the House on 4 previous occasions, and the petition, which contains almost 4,000 names, shows the strength of feeling in the local community against the closure, which will cause great inconvenience. And I pay particular tribute to Lynn Sales and her team who have worked so hard in producing the petition, which says that the petition from the people of Cleethorpes in North East Lincolnshire declare that the proposed closure of the level crossing number 42 OS grid reference TA 30097 at Suggett's Lane, Cleethorpes by Network Rail is at this time not warranted, and substantial investment and enhancement of safety at the crossing should be explored and enacted before any other option is considered. This is to avoid loss of a vital historic public amenity, and would also result in a significant proportion of the public who, for health or disability reasons, are unable to use the footbridge, being denied access to the seafront, local amenities and businesses. The petitioners therefore urge the House of Commons to instruct Network Rail to consult with users of the crossing in order to establish a viable plan to keep the crossing open, and the petitioners remain, etc. Sir.
Good night. Night, Matthew.